I suppose I want to actually go to one of these. It's True Stories on Copy Who. Welcome to the show, everyone. Back to here. So I have this story of when I was younger, and it's freaky. It's a little freaky. I was a rambunctious little kid. I did some crazy shit that I should not have done at times, and one time I was around 14 or 15. You'll find that a lot of these stories are around 14 or 15. That's when I was maximum crazy with some of the crazy shit I would pull. And I was outside on this drive where I used to live, Clare Circle, where we had a great community of friends. Was hanging out playing basketball with some of these friends of mine, most of whom were all like a year older. And across the street, next to my uncle's house, coincidentally, there was a high school party going on. And there were these pretty girls coming out of there. And so I thought, hey, I'll impress my friends by being crazy and go. So I went up and I was like, hey, pretty girls, can I go for a ride with you? Now, this story has kind of a creepy, dark ending. So they're like, yeah, come on, get in. And these are party girls. They're having fun partying. So I was sitting in the back seat with two girls, both of whom, true story, started making out with me. They started making out with me, and they both of them were like giving me hickeys on my neck. Okay, and so I drove away from my friends, and my friends are like, what the hell? What happened? Where did he go? And so I was delighted with that experience. I was so amazed and turned on that this was even happening. I didn't even know these girls, and they were so like, I don't know. Why? Why would you do that to me? I was molested. It was me who was molested. I was the victim. That's the true story of this true story. I was the victim. It was me. How could you do that to me? Anyway, the scary part was I came back to my where my friends were before, like when we were playing basketball previously, and they were like, "Oh my God, you have fucking hickeys on your neck. What the hell happened?" And so it was just like, I was like, hey, you know. I had some kind of sort of cachet then as a young man. It was nice. I felt cool. So here's where it gets dark. I was like, okay, I'm fucking cool. I'm riding on a roller coaster of hubris now. I'm going to do the next logical thing, which is I'm going to try again with another group of girls. And by this time, you know, mind you, the second group of girls, not the same girls. And so I went over there, and for some reason, they took me on a ride in the car, and we went driving around the neighborhood, and I was sitting in the back seat. Totally different vibe. Not the same vibe at all. And the girl, oh my gosh. The girl that I was sitting next to in the back seat, very quiet. Nothing weird happened. I didn't touch her, but I did have hickeys on my neck. I suspect she was high or on drugs or something. And so, like, at some point, the car stops, and the driver, young girl, says, "What did you do to my friend?" And I was like, nothing at all. And she's like, "What did you do to my friend?" And then she pulled a gun out on me and pointed it at me and said, "What did you do to my friend?" I said, nothing. Like, nothing. And she's like, "Get out of here." And so I'm like, I ran away super scared as fuck because I was like, she actually pointed a gun at me. And so that was not a pleasant experience. And it doesn't quite end there necessarily. So, like, nothing fucking happened. Hand to God that on this second occasion, riding in this car with this new girl who was freaked out on something, nothing happened. And was totally a different vibe. I wasn't in, I was never a guy to like force my way, but I would take risks in life. But so nothing happened with this second girl, and these girls went back to the party, and they told all these guys something bad happened, and then so for like days afterwards, guys from this party were coming to my street block where I lived, and looking for me to beat me up. And you guys never got me. And I never did anything. So what the fuck are you assholes doing coming to beat me up? I didn't do anything. So I just assure you that is my honest recollection of that story. And it was exciting at first, and then it became very scary. And so, ladies and gentlemen, today that is my version of True Stories for you. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Thank you for listening through that. I felt good telling that story right now. So hopefully you got something out of that. And it would make sense if you knew me, you know. I smoked my first cigarette at 10 years old. I was not a little angel, people.